Well, this is just going to be awkward. Borderline personality disorder. Welcome to a live stream unannounced event of the Mr. BPD Broadcasting Network. Jesus Christ Almighty. Where do I begin today? Well, I don't know. See, I don't do live streams, so I don't even know. What do I do? How do I begin a live stream? Well, this live stream is entitled Bad Timing, something like that. You're probably wondering what that means. So we'll start off with what bad timing is. I am on the verge of a major. I can't talk, is what I'm on the verge of. I am on the verge of a major BPD freakout event. This is a BPD freakout event to end all BPD freakout events, okay? This event could completely shake the foundations of the earth itself, causing it to crack into parts and pieces and just fly off into the stratosphere. This BPD event is also being sponsored by liquor. Whoa, here. Liquor. Making people make rational decisions since liquor. Why liquor? Because when you're gonna have a BPD freakout, you might as well add some fuel to the fire. Last time I had a BPD freakout and liquor was involved, an individual's vehicle was filled with feces. But that was another event altogether. So what is this BPD freakout going to be about, you may be wondering? It's about friendship and love and caring and that warm little feeling we get every once in a while. And what the fuck is... Sorry. All of a sudden the video started saying shit to me and got me really confused. I'm a little too inebriated for that kind of interaction. I think somebody commented and popped up for a moment and then it was gone. Long enough to just confuse me and break my train of thought. Now it's going to take me a moment to get back to where I was. Oh, it's doing more. Okay. Is this live now? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's live. Why wouldn't it be? No, it's live yesterday. I... Yes, it's live now. It's a live BPD freakout. And hopefully, the individual that is the focus of my anger will be arriving soon, and you'll all get to witness it firsthand in real time. Probably not. When they show up, I'll probably just stop the live stream because I don't want to commit murder on a live stream. I'm pretty sure that there's no defense against that. I don't know if there's any lawyers out there, let me know. Is murder defendable if it's live streamed? Is it defendable if they come in and I kill them because they're an intruder? I hope so. I guess I should give you the situation. We should go from there. Yeah. Because I'm starting at the end. This video started, and we're just mere moments away from the BPD freakout. And you have no idea why I'm about to freak out and murder somebody on a live stream. So we might want to give you some kind of context. Maybe. Those messages go too fast. I can't respond to them. They pop up and they're gone, like instantaneously. It was all, Mr. BPD, you need to let me know. And then it was gone. And so I don't know what to let you know. Lost my train of thought again. I got to turn those off. Oh, and then Mr. Ducey Davis, if you are out there right now and you're happening to be watching this live stream, welcome to the Mr. BPD live stream. I give a special shout out to Mr. Ducey Davis because he happens to be the one that is the focus point of my freak out. That's what you get when you decide to ignore text messages. So there's a little piece of the puzzle. Text message ignoring was involved. You know, one thing you should never do to an individual with BPD, I'm going to tell you right now. All you norms out there, you'll want to. Don't ignore somebody with BPD when they're trying to get a hold of you through text messaging. It's rude. And it messes with their head a lot. It could cause them to drink and decide to murder you in a live stream. Even somebody rational with BPD could get put in this type of position. See, I like to think that I am above most of the BPD issues, the irrational thinking and the anger and all of those things. But I'm just 1 to 2 ignored text messages away from complete freak out. It doesn't take much. And the thing is, it's totally avoidable. Had just somebody texted me back, then I wouldn't be so angry. And what really pisses me off is the fact that this individual knew that I was going to do a whole this isn't a podcast, it's a live stream. It pisses me off that Mr. Ducey Davis himself happened to figure out that I was going to do a live stream where I was just going to talk shit about him for like 3 hours while getting inebriated. Because the second I decided to do the live stream, right before I went live, he calls me up with some really soppy shit to try to make up for his mistakes or the things he's done that has wronged me in my mind. I was almost able to read those ones. Someone said I should give myself a credit card, I think. I would like to give myself a credit card. So yeah, actually, right before I went live, Ducey Davis calls me up saying he's going to come over, see how I'm doing. He's really missed me and he's sorry he hasn't been around lately. What kind of shit is that? Only somebody that has been friends with someone with BPD long enough can predict when they're about to do their freak out live stream. But it's not going to help him this time because he's past the point of no return. There's a certain point where I stop caring no matter what you do. I've been talking to people about this over the last week. I've been trying to figure out if I should freak out on Mr. Ducey Davis or not. So I've been talking to the homeless, people at bus stops, face lickers, telling them the situation. And as I explained it to them, there comes a point where no explanation you give me is good enough. No matter how rational it may be. Because I get to a point where I feel wronged and I don't care about rational anymore. I don't care. I feel wronged, so I'm going to wrong you. And that's just the way I feel. And you can't change that. And since I run off emotion, you can't beat emotion with logic. I haven't finished my freak out yet. We'll find out when he gets here. I might finish my freak out all over his... Yeah, it's going to go way too long there. And I hate it. It pisses me off. Because I'm such a sucker too, though. Like his little whole calling thing almost made me not angry. But I realized that I'm past the point of rationality. So I have to freak out, even if I don't want to freak out. Why? Because I'm Mr. BPD, that's why. Because I'm identifying with the issue, and I don't care. I have to freak out. It's just the way it is. Like, lions have to eat tigers. It's the natural order of things. Is that right? Tigers and lions and bears, oh my, something like that. I really want to smoke this cigarette. But the place I'm in is not mine. I don't own it. I just happen to be able to stay here, luckily. And that's very, yeah, there's thin ice there. And even though it has not been said specifically, I do believe that smoking in here is not allowed. But I would be smiting Mr. Davis if I were to smoke in here. So I should almost be rational. I should irrationally be able to do it. That would only make sense in a rational world, though, which we all know we don't live in. Right? Is that making sense? You following me? I lost myself back in when I dropped the cigarette. Oh, did I mention that this is sponsored by liquor? Liquor! Go get yourself some today. And by Shitty App, of course. Can't forget about Shitty App. And we could always go outside. This is portable, but there's scary people out there. I live in a trailer park. Trailer park people are scary. I went and looked outside, and there's like a naked dude out there spraying himself off with a bottle and a cat licking its vagina. It's scary out there. I don't want to go out there. Yeah. Very scary. Hmm. We could go smoke in the bathroom, I think. I think that's allowed. Anything's allowed in the bathroom. It's a bathroom. Gotta love bathrooms. Anyway, my original plan for this was I was just going to talk mad shit about Mr. Ducey Davis. About how he failed to... Okay, so the situation's causing me to freak out. I should tell you that first. Okay, I asked to borrow money from Mr. Ducey Davis. And he asked me why I needed to borrow money. And then I told him why I needed to borrow money. And then he didn't talk to me again until today. That's what I'm pissed off about. Now I explained it in a way that most people wouldn't see. I didn't go into all the emotions behind everything. I just gave you facts, and as we all know, I don't run off facts. So facts don't really say what's going on. See, on an emotional aspect of it, I didn't want to have to ask to borrow money. And having to ask to borrow money made me feel emotionally like a failure. And I really didn't want to explain why I needed to borrow money. Or what I was going to borrow money for. I mean, I didn't want to admit it was for a bunch of coke and some strippers. But a man's got needs, okay? And what does it matter if I want money to get gas to go to work and food for the rest of the week, or if I want to borrow money so I can hang out with some strippers and do some coke? I mean, it doesn't matter in the long run. Really, I don't think so. I don't think that it matters what I'm using the money for. Whether it be something that people consider to be good or something people consider to be bad. The fact is, I'm going to borrow the money, I'm going to pay the money back, and that's all that should matter. But I was honest. I told him I was going to get some strippers and do some coke. And then he doesn't talk to me for a week. And that pisses me off. Like I said, first off, I didn't want to have to borrow the money. Second, I didn't want to explain myself, but I went ahead and did it out of friendship, out of respect for the individual. And if you're going to have me explain what I'm borrowing the money for, you should give me the money. Isn't that a rule? I think it is a rule. That if somebody asks for something and you make them explain it and they do, then you got to give them the loan. But he didn't even bother to say no. He wouldn't let me borrow the money. He just completely ignores me for the rest of the week. Leaving me in a position of not knowing Someone says I'm being self-destructive. I am not being self-destructive. BPDs are never self-destructive. Ever. They'd only be self-destructive if they were completely abandoned by the people they care about. Maybe then they'd become self-destructive. Other than that, I don't think they'd become self-destructive. Remember, sponsored by liquor. Go get yourself some today. God, I lost my train of thought again. Now I gotta get back on my train of thought. Yeah, so you didn't even bother to tell me that. You know what? Okay. So somebody's saying that drinking and cocaine is self-destructive. You know what else is self-destructive? Gas to go to work and going to work. Those are two self-destructive things, and I do that. Nobody seems to comment about that. So, I mean, that's way more self-destructive. I mean, it's the, yeah. Work sucks. And having to pay to go to work sucks even more. I had 0 bills before I was working. Now that I'm working, I have to spend all this money. It sucks. Lost my train of thought again. All right, hold on. God, what? Can the cat not stop licking its vagina? That dude's still spraying himself with water, too. I think under the circumstances, I should be able to smoke in here. Okay, let's see. Where was I? So anyway, so Mr. Ducey Davis decides to ignore me for a week. Doesn't bother to even tell me that he's not going to loan me the money. Because had I known that he was going to not loan me the money, then I could have found another way to get money. But I was still waiting for it, thinking it was going to come through. Never did. And then I sent a whole bunch of manipulative, hateful text messages. I mean, when somebody with BPD starts sending you a barrage of hateful, manipulative text messages, that is an indication that you should probably respond back. That didn't add any light whatsoever. It's starting to get dark in here. Nah, maybe it's me. I mean, when someone's trying to manipulate you through hurtful text messages, you should respond. It's a bad idea not to. I know somebody that's individual got their vehicle got filled with shit because they didn't respond to messages like that. But he ignores all of them. Probably because he's out of state, whatever. I mean, I get the logic from his point of view, probably. He probably figured he'd defuse the situation by just not dealing with the situation. But still, I mean, I don't like it. First off, okay, when I asked to borrow money for some strippers and some cocaine or gas money and to feed my children, whichever, and then you ignore me, and so I send you very hurtful messages about what a prick you are and everything. And you ignored the manipulation messages as well. It forces me into this corner of where I have to react. Because to not react at this point would be horribly bad. I mean, if I don't react now, then what was the point of all of it? All of the manipulation messages would be for nothing if I don't do something about them. You know, you can't just show up a week later like, I really miss you, buddy. I'm going to stop by with some food. Fuck you. No. It doesn't work that way. You have to, like, fall for the manipulation. If you don't fall for the manipulation, then it makes no fun. And it pisses me off. And then I have to react to show you that you should fall for the manipulation so you don't get me pissed. Yeah. That sounded better in my head. It didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, but The more I want to smoke, the more I want to smoke. Haha, yes. I think he heard me. Okay, so the naked guy that's been spraying himself with the bottle. When I looked outside, he was actually walking away. And that's when I did my ha. And then he turned around and I think he saw me. But if he's gone, we can go outside. I mean, the cat licking its vagina, I think YouTube allows. I just don't think they allow some weird naked guy spraying himself, though. I think that breaks some kind of violation. Somebody said I should do some outside videos, so this could be our opportunity to do some outside videos. But I always look like a nutcase when I'm outside doing videos. I hate people watching me doing videos. I hate it. It pisses me off. It's annoying. They should go away. They should know that I'm doing videos and they should clear the area. The guy spraying himself with a bottle got a fucking ladder. A fucking ladder. What the fuck is he gonna do with a fucking ladder? I so just want the live stream to be me talking, but showing the naked guy climbing the ladder. Alright, this is messed up. My kitty came inside. God. Yes, I only saw part of that message. Yes, I'm angry at somebody I asked to borrow money because they didn't say no. They refused to say no. They didn't say yes. They didn't say no. They ignored me, and that's what pissed me off. And then after I sent them hateful messages so that they would respond back with an answer, they ignored that as well. And then today, they called me up and they pretend like nothing ever happened and they're going to show up with food. Actually, I don't know. I made up the food part, but they said they're going to show up. At which point, I sent them more hateful messages to let them know that I'm still angry. And I still plan on having some kind of BPD freak out. At which point, they completely ignored what I wrote them. And just responded back with, okay, I'll be there in about an hour. What the fuck? What's with that? Just everything I keep saying or doing, or they just ignore it like it's not going on and just continue to move forward with whatever crazy plan they have. They have done something wrong. They ignored me. That's something wrong. I believe it's the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not ignore Mr. BPD. I don't know. We'll find out when they get here. When they get here, I'll ask them why they ignored me. Before I shut down the live stream, we'll get Mr. Ducey Davis. If Mr. Ducey Davis has the balls to actually show up, like he said he's going to, then we will ask Mr. Ducey Davis when he gets here before the end of this live stream why he decided to take this course of action. We'll get it right from him. Mr. Ducey Davis has never been shy of the camera before. So I don't think he would be now, especially after the last video he was in. I think he feels like a superstar now. We just got to make sure that only Ducey Davis is in the video because other people around don't want to be filmed. But the thing is, Mr. Ducey Davis isn't even probably watching this, which is really messed up. But we will get to the bottom of this. If he shows up. But first, I gotta go smoke. So I guess we're going outside. It's dangerous taking us outside. I don't know. All kinds of bad things could happen. I gotta move the camera. It's gonna get all shaky. I should have just put the camera in a spot where we wouldn't have to move. The cat's still licking its vagina. I'm serious, it is. That's what the cat does. Now we gotta find somewhere to put you. We'll put you by the cat. Say hi, kitty. Oh no, kitty was there. Alright. Now people are yelling at me. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's rioting now that we're outside, kitty. Some people only care about what I'm saying. Other people care about going outside. Some people don't want to, just want to stand by the door. I don't know what's going on. Ah, kitty. Kitty, you're the star. There, I'll talk. You be the star. Oh, I got an idea. I got an idea. God, I'm stupid sometimes. This is a way better idea. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if it'll fit there. Ah, no, it won't fit there. Damn, that would have been a damn good idea. That was a good spot. You guys can just look out at like nothing, and I'll keep talking. How's that? Here, you guys look at that. There you go. That's your scenery while I smoke. But I think you can hear me, so that's what you get for all arguing. You get to look at... I'll see who can figure out what you're looking at. I guess I could open the window for you. You could look out at the naked guy. Nope, it's a door. You thought you were going to get to see something, but all you're seeing is a door. This is probably when we lose everybody. Anyway, Mr. Bottle Guy is now pushing a very suspiciously large bag around. Alright, so we got off the topic. So, it seems like people are thinking that I am unjustified in my course of action, which I'm not, because aren't friends supposed to help each other? When you care about somebody, you help them, you don't ignore them. And by ignoring me, then that's not being a good friend. Therefore, some kind of course of action is required. Isn't that right, Kitty? Kitty did not answer. Oh, he's mowing his yard now. Naked Guy is now doing naked mowing. I don't know why you needed a ladder to do that. Dead air. It's bad. You never want dead air. Not when you're doing a live stream. But I'm enjoying my cigarette. Hold on. We'll get back to the events here in a moment. Kitty, get off me. Get off me, Kitty. You're making things awkward. Apparently, I gotta try to break down this situation from a BPD point of view. Hold on, we're gonna move. You're gonna get sick. Okay, we're back. I think I lost you for a minute. Okay, so from like a BP point of view, like I consider that I need to. Oh, hey, we can see that now. When nothing's going right, go left. Haha. Prop. Yeah, it brings up all kinds of issues when I'm ignored, and I start having all these thoughts of being abandoned. And I mean, I've convinced myself that okay, I've made his girlfriend out to be a threat because she is, right? I mean, of course, a girlfriend's going to be a threat. Now, it's okay though, because the girlfriend also sees me as a threat, and it's great because both of us see each other as a threat, and I don't think either one of us really logically is trying to threaten the other. I think it's a good thing that he's got a girl and a kid, and that's good for him. He needs that. As long as it doesn't interfere with loaning me money for strippers. But anyway, I can't talk too much about that. Well, I don't know. I can, but I don't know if I'll get in trouble for talking too much about that. But from my point of view, his girlfriend, I do see as a threat. Why? Because, I mean, what better to break up a friendship than a girlfriend? I mean, women have been breaking up guys for years, millennium, since the beginning of time. It's kind of what they do. Mr. BPD is 21 years of age. Yesterday. No, the reason for my thinking about the breaking up of the relationship is like, I had a girlfriend that did the same thing to me. PMSL, I have no idea what that means. Are you laughing at me? Now I'm being laughed at. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm being laughed at, kitty. I quit. I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Okay. Well, I was about to say something important. It had to do with, oh, yeah, okay. So I had a girlfriend that pissing? Why the fuck are we talking about pissing? Fucking, wow, okay. Now I feel like I'm being heckled, so fuck you. Fuck you, I don't get heckled. I'll heckle you. Don't, I got a show to do. I'm moving on. Anyway, back to the show. I had a relationship where this girl came in and she totally convinced me that all of my friends were not my friends. That all my friends were really using me, manipulating me, didn't have my best interest at heart. But only she had my best interest at heart. Yeah, and she'd usually be saying this while doing things that made me very perceptive to listening. After a year or so, she'd gotten me to a point where I hated all my friends. Stop it. That was funny, but stop it. Yeah, no, I hated all my friends. I completely abandoned all of them because they were against me. They didn't have my best interest at heart. Then, after I had nothing but her, she decided to just take off, and then I was just left with nothing. Yeah, and see, so I kind of consider that all women will do that at this point because one did it, therefore all of them will do it. Which makes sense, I think. Because if one were to do something, then they all will. Anyway. See? Confirmation. They all do that. Where is Mr. Deucey Davis? He needs to get here so we can have our confrontation on live stream. Where I can yell at him and he can say he did nothing wrong. Actually, he probably won't even say that. He probably won't even say that you did nothing wrong. Men do nothing wrong. Men are perfect, perfect creatures. Yeah, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. God, the cat's licking its vagina again. Hold on, I gotta go find something. I'll be right back. So, I found it. Jeez, sorry about that. I had to go find something. It's a cell phone. That's what I found. I went to go get a cell phone so I can contact Mr. Juicy Davis during the live stream and maybe what? Cocaine? What about cocaine? God, I'm so confused. Do you have some cocaine? Because, I mean, I will take it from you. I mean, if you want to give it to me. I don't got no money, but I'm good for it, I think. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm reading. This is so fucking rude, right in the middle of a live stream to look at my phone. I know, it's so fucking rude. But, Gosh, stop flipping on me. This is another thing. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this live stream. I already know from a certain individual that I can't say who the individual is or why I get in trouble for it or anything like that. Because there's no way that there'd be a certain individual. I got to do it hypothetically, and I don't even know how to do it hypothetically. I'm still going to get in trouble for talking because I'm not supposed to talk about certain things in videos. And I made an agreement to that. I said, okay, I wouldn't talk about certain things in videos. And then stuff comes up, and I got to talk about certain things, but none of that happened because it's hypothetical, and I'm talking about nothing. Anyway, Mr. Deucey Davis has said that he's going to show up. And I love it. Everybody's getting involved, or at least one person. Who's that? Who the fuck is that? Get off my property! I'll fucking kill your dog. No, I won't. I like dogs. God, put the cell phone down. Evil. Now I just want to look at the cell phone. Apparently, Mr. Deuce Davis is still planning on showing up. I don't think he's watching the live stream, but if he was smart, he would be. I know he knows about the live stream. I don't know if he knows the live stream's about him. Shout what? Shout what? I don't know. Well, you guys are looking way too up. There we go. That's better. Jeez. Why didn't somebody tell me you were just looking at the ceiling this whole time? God, now I feel like a fucking idiot. That was rude. Anyway, I'm going to forget what I'm mad about by the time he gets here. Oh yeah, money, strippers, cocaine. Ah, fuck it. Let's just call him. That'll be fun. He's not going to pick up. We all know he's not. Am I allowed to call him? I don't know. Can you make phone calls during a live stream? Probably. This is breaking all of my rules, too. See, like, I have rules since I... Well, fuck you. I thought you brought your own tea. Fuck, you want me to make you some fucking coffee? You can have what's left, okay? You can have what's fucking left. There, welcome. I'll treat you like all company. Fucking, you know where shit's at. Help yourself. Clean up when you're done. And same rules for everybody. God, got me so distracted. Stuff like this is gonna make me want to smoke again. All right, we were talking about women and how they corrupt guys and make them completely abandon everybody. And see, men, we're stupid. We're stupid. We fall for it because we really believe it. Like, as a guy, I mean, getting a chick is such a hurdle. Well, I'm not going to speak for all men. I'll just speak for myself. But I haven't even begun to have enough coffee, sir, or ma'am, or I don't even know. I did flashed up quickly, so I believe it was a sir. I need more coffee. I need to mainline that shit. And see, women get to sit back. Women get to sit back and they just make sure they look good, they smile, and they don't really got to do much. And guys will flock to them. It gets annoying for them. Women are constantly complaining about all the men that are hitting on them. And this, I can say for 100% bona fide fact, that this isn't some sexist shit, because I was raised by women from the time I was a baby until I got kicked out of my house at like 18. For 18 years, I lived around women that were raising me. And all they ever did was bitch about guys. That's all they ever did. And they were always looking for that next guy that would be a step up from the guy they had. Or men, on the other hand, we find this one chick, and we like this one chick, and then we just want to be her guy. And that's all we care about, is that she likes us. And we'll do... Is that the fucking cops? Oh. Not the cops. I thought it was the cops. What? Is somebody, like... Okay, woman? I don't know. Somebody's, like, fucking commenting on grammar? I don't even know what the fuck. Really? Wow. I think I'm, like, shit talked in my own podcast. This isn't even a podcast. You're not doing a podcast. Ah! Alright, my neighbors definitely think I'm crazy now. I'm going to stop looking at the screen. Center myself. Okay. My point being is that men were stupid and we believe that women love us and we'll do anything and we'll get rid of anybody for them. And then they always end up leaving, taking off, doing something else. Because women's love is very temporary but very extreme. And I do not believe that they lie. I do believe that they mean everything they're saying at the moment when they say that they love us and all of that. But then at one point they just decide they don't. And so they just go find another guy that they love, and that becomes the new guy. And the second that happens, the second a woman decides that she no longer loves you, she no longer loves you at all. Any past emotion that she felt towards you is gone. That's the difference between men and women, I think. I mean, because I love every woman I've ever loved. I still love them with the same intensity as always. Even though we're not together, I still love them, care about them, don't want anything bad to happen to them. And would probably get back together with any of them if I had the opportunity. Because my feelings never really changed towards them. But all of these women, just at one point I was the center of their universe. Then they decided they didn't love me anymore, and I was just a piece of crap, and that never changed. Now, I don't get that myself. I don't understand how you could do that. But I guess you can. I don't get it. I don't know what that meant. Ah, now I gotta go smoke again. I'm starting to think this Mr. Ducey Davis isn't gonna show up. He said an hour, and it's been like 20 minutes. I'm not destructive for anybody that thinks I'm destructive. I'm not. I don't do anything destructive. In fact, I've been doing everything positive and prostructive as humanly possible. I'm very prostructive, not destructive. That was just a bunch of things all at once. That made my head hurt. I just realized something. I can completely cheat on this whole thing. I'm so silly. I've got two devices. I could actually watch my live stream in progress, and then I'd be able to read all those messages probably. I'm gonna go smoke and find out. I could even comment myself with another device. The possibilities are endless. Ah, now I can see what you guys are saying. All right, let's see here. Cocaine, perfect. This is good therapy. What's your number? So apparently, like I keep trying to respond to people, they're just responding to each other. And see, I thought they were responding to me. They're doing their own thing. So I mean, keep on keeping on, guys. I mean, that's cool. And but at least now I can see comments. What? Jeez. This is a piece of shit cell phone because now I lost my internet. Don't get an AT&T prepaid cell phone. It sucks. Now that I know you guys are all arguing amongst yourselves, though, I can ignore you guys and I can just continue on with the show. But AT&T prepaid cell phones suck ass. I bought that phone so that I could use the internet, because where I'm staying, I can't get my own internet. See, internet is controlled by like major corporations, and the trailer park I live at has decided that they are the only providers of internet. They are the gods of the internet. So nobody can get their own internet at the trailer park. You have to use their internet. And their internet has all kinds of restrictions on it. Like I can't even watch porn on their internet. What kind of internet doesn't allow porn, right? So I go out, I buy an AT&T prepaid cell phone so I can watch some porn and have my own internet, and it won't be slowed down by everybody because everybody shares the same connection. So you get 1 kilobyte like per minute or some shit, I don't know. And fucking first off, I wasn't even able to do what I wanted to do, which was tether the phone plan with the internet. No, they wanted more money. So fuck AT&T. Fuck AT&T. Fuck AT&T. I don't like them. And the phone sucks. It doesn't do anything I want it to. It hangs up when I'm talking to somebody. That's what a cell phone's for, right? Is to make phone calls. But the touch screen is so sensitive that if I hold the phone up to my ear, my cheek will end up calling somebody else or hanging up on the person I'm talking to. So it can't even make a phone call. Ridiculous. A touch screen should know the difference between a cheek and a finger. Yeah. Alright, that really went nowhere. Ever get scammed? No! And I put my actual phone number in these videos. There for a while, I had my actual real cell phone number in the videos so that people could call me. And not one person ever called my number. You know how disappointing that was? That really made me feel bad about myself. And I would think that at least one person would have called, but nobody did. And I sat around waiting for it. That first video I put out where I put my phone number in there, all night I was just like, somebody's going to call. Somebody's going to troll me. I shouldn't have put out my number. Nobody gave a shit though. Nobody fucking cared. And they still haven't called my number. You know who spams me though? Bet Online. They spam the shit out of me. So never sign up for Bet Online because that's all they'll do. They'll just call you nonstop. And the thing is they'll call you nonstop, but when you pick up, they hang up on you. If you call, I'll pick up. So, but no, I probably won't. I'll be like Bet Online. I'll just ignore you. Listen, and then what really pisses me off is they'll call you, you pick up, they hang up, and when you call them back, that number goes to a disconnected number. How does that work? How can you call from a number that you can't call back? Technology blows my fucking mind. I don't understand how that works. It doesn't. It just does not compute. I always wanted to do a radio show. Like, see, I've always thought that I'd be really good for radio. Because I've got a good voice for radio. But my face doesn't really, yeah, radio would be better. And in radio, people call in. And so I always thought the call-in feature would be great. But even if you give people your number, they still won't call you. So it's like, screw it. Sponsored by liquor. Get liquor. No, I'm actually hot. Always hot. At work, I go into the freezer and just stand there. My boss caught me the other day and asked me what the fuck I was doing. It was very annoying because I was working and I got very hot. I'm sweating. So I go in the freezer and I'm just standing there in the freezer. Steam is radiating off me. And my boss comes in and he's, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to fucking cool off, man. Can I get some, can I get a moment? Can I get some privacy? Back the fuck off." I mean, I work for the corporate overlords. Give me 5 minutes to stand in the damn freezer. Yes, I have to work because nobody will give me money apparently. I mean, I tried to get people to give me money, but no one didn't give me money, so I decided I had to work. Living in a trailer park ain't free. Be nice if it was, though. All right, we're 56 minutes in. DC Davis better show up at the hour mark because I'm running out of material. I'm not even pissed anymore, which is the problem. This has completely defused the situation, but I still have to punch him in the face regardless. I just have to remember that I was pissed, and me being pissed is justified. Therefore, that might be a good t-shirt. I was pissed, therefore my being pissed off is justified. I don't know, I'm always trying to think of new Mr. BPD t-shirts, because I tried to sell Mr. BPD t-shirts, and nobody bought any except for my mom, who now has an entire, like, shipping container of Mr. BPD t-shirts. So she'll have t-shirts till the day she dies. Yeah, I don't know what that had to do with anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. That's what it had to do with it. Alright. There's nothing going on outside finally. There's no naked guy mowing. There's no cat licking his vagina. I still have no internet service on the phone I bought for internet. Let's retry. Retry internet. Still no internet service on the phone that I bought for internet. Thing's a piece of shit. I should smash it right here live, but I'm not going to. You know why? Because fuck it. It's not worth it. I've already broke 1 billion AT&T phones. Hey! Hi! I can see myself. It's working now. No, nobody's bought a coffee cup. No, actually, people have bought the coffee cups. But then I found out, okay, here's an interesting tidbit about the coffee pot, or coffee cups. I'm glad you brought it up. Now we have material. We've got a good 5 minutes of material. All right, so here is the coffee cup thing. Now, I consider that I've started my own business. This Mr. BPD YouTube thing is supposed to make money. It hasn't. But it's my business. And I put way more time into that than I put into my actual job that pays me. Because fuck corporate America. Fuck the job that pays me. I'm going to do the thing that nobody wants. But that's going to give me money. So that's what I focus my attention on. Now, I was good enough at that Mr. Ducey Davis, before he had a child and was trying to become a man or adult or whatever he's doing nowadays, before that happened, it was just us kicking it. Neither one of us had a job, but I had a job because, hey, I'm doing YouTube, right? And even though it's not making money, it could. And, well, he wasn't working either. It's like, hey, you could be your own business. So he came up with the idea to become, like, I don't know, do some designing shit. I don't have anything. Anyway, it was like Ducey Designs or something. He came up with the designs for the coffee cups. So all the coffee cups are his designs. But the motherfucker used Sharpie or something for all of the designs. And his great idea was, we'll save money on material. Even though the shipping for the coffee cups was insane. And the shipping for a coffee cup was the same amount that it cost to make a coffee cup. That's another story. But to save on money, he was using Sharpie, because if you use Sharpie and then you bake it, it won't wash off. That is not true. That is a lie. There were cups that went out that were Mr. VPD personalized coffee cups. Unfortunately, they washed them in the dishwasher, and afterwards they were just a normal fucking cup. So for all of those people, I do apologize. But hey, you still got a Mr. VPD cup. And it's really just talk to Ducey Davis Designs, because I told him not to use Sharpie. Yeah, that's why the cup thing didn't really work out. And how are you going to have cups that have the shit wash off of them? That's a real question. I mean, who would do that? Then again, who would market and do advertising for cups and send out cups to actual customers without testing if they would wash in the dishwasher? I don't know. Ah, fuck. Now it's back to where I can't read what people are arguing about. Hey, this is working again. Fucking apparently people hate my fucking face. I was told that I had to wear the mask, so I wore the mask. Fucking... I don't know why you hate my face, but everyone has hated my face, especially the first girl that I ever asked out on a date. The first girl I ever asked out, this was high school, freshman year. I stared at this chick, or woman, for 6 months before I got up the balls to ask her out. And when I did, I cornered her by her locker because I'm smooth. And her locker was in the corner, so when she was stuck in the corner, I got real close and was like, hey, how you doing? Hey, you want to go out? And it freaked her the fuck out, I think. But she wasn't even nice. I got her up against the locker. Now it sounded like it's something it wasn't, but you know. And I asked her out, and the look at her eyes get really, really big. And she just stares at me. And then she starts to like stutter. And all she says is, creepy, rapey, pervy face. Then she runs off. And I never spoke to her again. That was the last time we ever spoke. And what the fuck? Rapey, pervy, creepy face is what she called me. I actually have a YouTube channel by that name. Nobody bothered to watch it, though. I think it was because of the creepy, rapey, pervy face name. I was trying to own my pain. Right? And I figured, I just didn't get it. How could I be all of those, right? I mean, I can understand being creepy. Okay, I'm creepy. I mean, I don't. My eyebrows scare people. My eyes are usually like huge. I get that. And my face is like looks like an egg. You know, like especially when I didn't have hair. I look like I have an egg head, right? But rapey, creepy, pervy face. And how the fuck can my face be pervy? How is it pervy? I mean, what is a pervy face? Apparently, this is a pervy face. Fuck that. That's just rude. That's fucking rude. I mean, that was just too much. And rapey. Why is my face rapey? My face has not raped anybody. My face has never raped not one person ever. At least, I mean, I've not been convicted of ever raping anybody with my face. It was just, I couldn't fucking believe it. See, the problem with the mask is it's fucking hot. And also, I believe now that it's all a big conspiracy theory to make people wear masks. Because I think they're trying to make us all, you know, sheep or cattle. I didn't mind wearing the mask when nobody else wore a mask, but now that the government's saying that you have to wear a mask, I don't trust the government at all. Whatever the government tells me to do, I don't like doing. Why? Because it's a fucking government. I mean, they don't. The government. I rebel. Rebellion. Ooh. I can't breathe and it's hot. And, hello? Hello? Hello out there? Fuck you. And yeah, no, this is hot. It's just way too hot. There we go. Now I look like one of those people. I'm always by myself. All by myself. You fucking choke. Ah, get the fuck off. Get rid of that too. Ah, okay. Need more material. Let's go to see what everybody's talking about. Mr. BPD should go fuck himself in the ass, says one Mr. person out there, maybe. I already said to shoplift with the mask. Well, damn it. People have stopped arguing. Why are you people being peaceful? What happened? What changed? You used to be such an argumentative bunch. Now everybody's all like, I can't comment on nothing anybody's saying now. It's all fucking. Mr. BBD had teeth surgery. Yep. Yes, he did. It wasn't really teeth surgery. It was more just janking them all the fuck out. Which means I guess I got to call Deucey Davis here, but he never picks up his damn phone. And even if he does, he's not going to know he's being recorded, and then I kind of feel bad about it. We'll send a message. How about that? Alright, I'll tell you what the message is. That way it's not just me text messaging somebody, because that would be just rude in the live stream. So instead, we'll make it part of the show. So, Ballless Wonder. Ballless Wonder. I can't spell, which really sucks with having to text message because I can't spell. So he's probably not going to be able to even read what I write. And apparently Google will not spell ballless. Anybody, how do you spell ballless? It's just BALLESSNTYN, right? I mean, fuck it. Ballless Wonder. Do. Where you at? Fucking fucking, yeah, let's put fucking in there. Fucking dot happy emoji. Happy emoji. Send. Alright. That should get a response. No, it won't, because that's the reason I'm pissed. Because I don't get responses. Now I remember. This pen almost killed me. It was on the floor. I stepped on it. I almost died. '40s? Fucking, who's 40? Whoever out there is 40, that's too old for this channel. You go away, you old fucking person. Boo. Boo. Also, nobody would have to guess. In the last 2 videos I've done, I said I was 40. The last 2 videos I made, I said I was 40. If anybody watched the last 2 videos, you know I'm 40. Not 42, but thank you for thinking that. But age is a construct anyway. Like, what is age? Except wisdom. Because the older I get, the more wise I become. Except when I was in my early 20s. Well, maybe between, I think, 16 and 27. Between 16 and 27, I had all the knowledge of everything ever, and I was just on top of it. Yes, I am. During those years, nobody could explain anything to me because I knew everything. And I knew it with such confidence. Those were great years. But then around 27, 28, this realization came to me that I didn't know shit. That I knew nothing about anything. And I was a complete fucking idiot. And yeah, it's been like that ever since. So I don't know what happened that caused me to just become a fucking idiot, not know anything, but it happened around 27, 28. It was a great time before then, though. I'd tell people that own businesses and shit how to run their own businesses. And it would be way better because they didn't know shit because they were old. Anyway, you all talk about that to yourselves. I'm going to go smoke and see if I can find the cat. All right, everybody still here? You're all talking amongst yourselves? I hope so. All 4 of you. You're a good 4, though. No, what the fuck happened? Okay, here we go. Let's see what you were talking about. I want to spy on you. It's probably like, wow, Mr. BPD sure does suck. It's only allegedly sucks. Ah, it takes so long to load. Come on, what are they saying about me? Sons of bitches. What? The hell is that? Close that. Ah, we lost somebody. Where'd you go? Fucking that thing don't work. I don't know why I keep thinking that phone's going to work. It never does. It never does. The phone sucks. AT&T sucks. Mr. Ducey Davis needs to show up because it's really the highlight of this event is when we get Mr. Ducey Davis here so that I can have my BPD freak out. and then it's going to be great. I'm glad you're still here. But Mr. Ducey Davis needs to show up because without Ducey Davis, it's like, where's this going? It's going nowhere if we don't get the person that needs to show up for the thing. We got to call Mr. Ducey Davis. Even though I don't think it'll even work for making a phone call. It definitely doesn't work for spying on a live chat. Okay. Hopefully his mom doesn't pick up. That's going to be awkward. Don't worry, I'll put it on speaker. It's trying to call. It says it's calling. It's not calling though, it just says it's calling. Come on! We're doing a live thing here. Fucking work. It says it's calling.
You've reached the voicemail of Rob Dick.
See? No pickup. I do believe it went right to voicemail. How was the quality of your call? It was shit. Because AT&T, you suck. No ringtone call was never... No, just... Can I put in other? Oh, other issue. Cool. Other issue. Submit. Can I write it? Oh, God. We love your feedback. You suck, AT&T. You suck balls. There. Fuck you, AT&T. I hate you. I hate AT&T personally, too. Like, I don't hate AT&T as a company. Because AT&T as a company is just an individual of people, right? It's a group of people that are trying to make AT&T great, probably, or just trying to make AT&T good enough that nobody bugs them and they make their paycheck. Those people are good people, okay? Because I have my own corporate overlord that I got to do just enough work that I don't get fired, so I keep getting money, but I don't want to do too much work where, well, I already do too much work because I shouldn't even work for them. And at the same time, like, I don't want to, yeah, I mean, it's just, you don't want to do too much because then you start raising standards and fuck them. They're corporations. But you got to get paid. And AT&T is like that. But there's AT&T, the individual of AT&T, the one. Fuck them. That's the one I don't like. I'm not going to say it's the CEO of AT&T because I don't even know the CEO of AT&T. There's somebody that's pulling all the strings at AT&T. That person, fuck you. All right? I would like to anally do stuff to you. And it's not because I'm into that. It's just because I want to prove a point. That's it. I just want to prove a point to whatever rules AT&T. And AT&T was cool back in the 80s. So it's whoever took over AT&T around the mid 90s into the early 2000s. That person, fuck you. I hope you're watching. And I hope you're watching, hoping I'll say something good about AT&T. And now I've hurt your feelings, even though I really don't think that's going to happen. Because I don't think AT&T gives a shit. Like, I don't think AT&T cares that I don't like AT&T. I think that's how big AT&T is. That no matter how many people don't care about AT&T, they still get theirs, so they don't care. That's where I'd like to be someday. I want Mr. BPD to get to the point where I don't have to care about anything because I'll just be so great that even people not liking me will be fine. But nobody likes me anyway, so I'm already there. And I already don't care. So what the fuck? Ducey Davis, where the fuck are you? Why am I yelling at this phone? It's not going to do anything. I'm yelling at the phone like it's Mr. Ducey Davis. I wasn't even trying to call there. It's just yelling at the phone. I could yell at my neighbors, but that probably won't get me nowhere either. Yep. There's just two cats that are going to have a fight out there right now. There's one cat, and then there's another cat, and they're just staring at each other intensely. That's all that's going on out there. Jeez, I'm running out of material. Nobody's arguing, and this is going south really fast. Okay, we gotta right this ship. Ooh, we should call the Hillbilly Gangster. Because that'll turn this live stream right around, instantaneously, guaranteed good stuff there. Now, will the Hillbilly Gangster answer? There's a good probability because it's the Hillbilly fucking Gangster. I would almost be willing to say that the Hillbilly Gangster might be watching, but then again, I don't know. It's kind of a long shot. I don't know. We could call like my mom. She might pick up. Fuck. Come on, Mr. BPD. Think of something good here. You're losing people. It's horrible. Everybody's going away. Except for the one guy who's sticking through. But I don't know if what's his face is going to show up. This is why I need a team of people. I need a lot of people helping to produce this kind of content here. Okay, we're going to try Ducey Davis again. Hopefully he picks up this time. It says it's calling. It always says it's calling. Okay. Dial tone. We got a dial tone. It didn't go right to voicemail. Dial tone, dial tone. Now we got the voicemail.
Not available.
Mr. Ducey Davis, this is Mr. BPD calling. Well, you said you were going to have the balls to show up here, knowing that I'm doing a live stream about you, about how you're a prick for not giving me stripper and cocaine money. Well, I'm here, and we're over an hour into the live stream. You've not shown up. It's kind of the time where you need to show up for this. And if you said you were going to show up and you don't show up, that's fucked up. And manipulation.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3.
Mr. Ducey Davis, this is Mr. BPD calling. Well, you said you were going to have the balls to show up here, knowing that I'm doing a live stream about you, about how you're a prick for not giving me cocaine money. Well, I'm here, and we're over an hour into the live stream. You've not shown up. It's kind of the time where you need to show up for this. And if you said you're going to show up and you don't show up, that's fucked up. Manipulation.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and to leave the number from which you are calling.
I don't need to leave a number.
To leave another callback number, enter the 10-digit number. Then press pound.
No, I don't want to.
To leave no number, press pound twice. To cancel, press star. No call. You have pressed an incorrect
Send the fucking message, you fucking asshole.
You have pressed an incorrect key.
Go
To send
fuck
your message with
yourself.
normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent, thank you. Your message has been sent.
Fuck you. Ah, you motherfucker. Can't believe the phone was talking shit. Actually, I can believe it. I hate automated systems. It's just bullshit. Alright, has anybody thought about that maybe none of this is really going on and you're just actually just this brain in this vat of goop somewhere and you're just creating this reality? And to ponder that while I go check something out. Ooh, brain in a vat of goop. That's a good topic. Argue about it. Fight about it. Talk shit. I found 0 props back there. I thought I'd find a prop. I didn't. Just a bunch of nothing going on back there. Alright. You know, I'm thinking about calling the Hillbilly Gangster because fucking Ducey Davis is not doing very good here. I can guarantee if we get the Hillbilly Gangster on the phone, he'll be definitely down for a live streaming event and will definitely be entertaining for sure. I mean, the Hillbilly Gangster is way more entertaining than I've ever been. The thing is that I haven't spoken with the Hillbilly Gangster in over a year, and it was kind of complicated the last time we talked. So I don't know, but like I said, it'll be definitely a good show. There'd be a lot of factors that would have to line up perfectly, I think, for this to happen. Let's see if we can even find the Hillbilly Gangster. Hold on, I'm looking for the Hillbilly Gangster. Oh, and if the Hillbilly Gangster's out there at the moment, watching this, go ahead and get a hold of me if you want to do a live streaming event. That's a great way to do a collaboration, huh? Oh, and if anybody's wondering, you could type in Hillbilly Gangster and probably bring up his videos. Not that I'm promoting his channel at all. I'm just trying to let you know that I'm not crazy. There is actually a Hillbilly Gangster out there. I'm definitely not promoting his channels, though. And I definitely don't want you to go watch his shit and stop watching this shit, because that's not what I'm trying to do either. God, this thing sucks so bad. Why doesn't it ever do anything? Apparently that thing can't even find him. Anyway, sorry. That was a big lead up to nothing. But we have more viewers now that this channel is pretty much hit nothing. See, now that I'm reaching for material and I have nothing, engagement's up. Fuck. We need something to happen here. I'm about ready to just start shit with the neighbors just so we have something entertaining going on. No, no. Fuck. Alright. I have an idea. I don't really have an idea. I'm just buying for time. So this whole talking right now, my brain's trying to figure out where we're going to go next, but I don't know. But we're going to keep talking, and just if we keep talking, nobody will notice that we're not actually talking about something until we actually start talking about nothing, and then what? Somebody's flipping me off? What? Fuck. That made no sense. Okay. So, for all of you joining us now and don't know what's going on, this is a BPD freak out event where I, Mr. BPD, am going to freak out on my favorite person, Mr. Ducey Davis, because I had asked for some money for cocaine and strippers, and he ignored me for a week, therefore I should freak out on him. He said he was coming over so that I could freak out, and he was supposed to be here 31 minutes ago. He's not shown up. And so we're just biding time until the main event when he shows up and I can freak out. That's where we're at. Now everybody's up to speed. Oh, and somebody's still waiting for coffee out there, I'm pretty sure. But they're not going to get it because I already told them the rules. And the rules apply to all of you. Help yourself, clean up after yourself, but I'm not your fucking servant. So, I mean, if you want something, go get it. But I'm not going to cater to you. And definitely clean up after yourself. And then we did the whole brain in a vat of goo thing to distract people so I could find a prop, but I never found a prop. Now I want to smoke again. And I got to think of something else to distract you, but I got nothing. I'll think of something, though. Nope, nothing in that box. And then people were arguing earlier in the comment section or the live stream section. And nobody has bothered to use Super Chat yet, by the way. Just so you know, you can use Super Chat at any point in time you want. That is something you can do. But, I mean, I wouldn't use Super Chat either. Fuck that shit. Why do that? Weed. That's what people want. Okay, we can do that. We can do weed. Hold on. Let me go find some weed for y'all if that's what you need. Hold on. I'll grab you some weed. Okay. It took me a moment to find it. It's not my fault, okay? I don't smoke weed all the time, so it takes me a minute to find it. Now, my personal way is well, I'm not a hipster, but I mean certain things hipsters do are better than the old way. I mean, we could do weed the norm. I mean, let's see here. Hold on. Let me see if I don't want to just get my face in the camera. Let me go the other way. I'm sure there's something up here that is old school. I know it is. Oh, come on. There it is. That's how often I smoke weed. Okay. I mean, we could go old school. We could just smoke out of the bong here. The definitely resonated bong. But it's dirty. And it tastes bad. And you got to change the water. You got to clean it. But, I mean, anybody that's got a bong out there that's going to smoke, get ready. We'll all smoke together. Personally, I don't like the bong because it's way too much for me. Haha, Mr. Ducey Davis just contacted us saying, not that he's on his way, but we're on our way. See, how can I separate the two, right? Remember, I was talking about a hypothetical that doesn't exist that I can't talk about because, well, I made an agreement, so legally I'm bound to not do that. Therefore, I would never talk about that. Yet, Mr. Ducey Davis, in all communication with me, all the time keeps reinforcing this hypothetical, non-existing force in his life. And this non-existing force in his life has caused a lot of changes in my life. I'm not saying they're good changes. I'm not saying they're bad changes. Some have actually been, I will say, some of these imaginary forces have caused me to do some good things. But I'm not allowed to talk about this hypothetical, non-existent force. Yet he's always reinforcing to me that there is this force. And even the message I just got says, we are on our way. Who the fuck is we? Because I don't know who we are. It's because we is a force that doesn't exist, that I can't talk about. But that's always brought up. Therefore, I'm going to say to Mr. Davis and to the mystical hypothetical we force that if we is going to be such a big impact, then we is no longer going to be something that is imaginary that doesn't get put in videos. Just because I'm very translucent. I am see-through. Okay, so anyway, getting back. So we have our bong. Bong you. See, I'm like trying to show them legit. Like I just bought this today at like the corner store, so I could be like, I smoke pot, guys. Or we got this thingy here, which is more like what I use. This is what Mr. BPD uses. Because it doesn't smell as bad. I hate the smell of pot. I can't stand it. I don't cough as much. And it gets the job done. So I guess I'd promote this product. This is a 710. That's all it says on it, 710. So go out and get yourself a 710 today. This video is going to get way better after we infuse some marijuana into it. Does this count as marijuana though? I don't know. Alright, so everybody ready to smoke? We're going to all smoke together. It's going to be like when we were in high school and it was 4:19. So everybody gets ready for 4:20. And then we're just going to be like, yeah. Alright. Woo! Now it seems really fucking lame. I don't even know if I want to smoke. Okay. Somebody just said dab pens suck. Dabs suck. I did a dab one time. I lost my fucking mind. For 48 hours, I was gone. I will never dab again. And if you ask me to dab, I will promptly tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't like dabs. And who the fuck came up with this dab shit? Fuck dab. No. Dabs are evil. Alright. Ready? Let's pretend like it's 4:20. Ready? Let's go. This is legal in my state, so I think it's okay. Okay. I was trying to be like Batman and disappear in the fog, but I'm pretty sure you all saw me running off. And I just realized I've been going outside to smoke this whole time. 100% sure that this is probably not allowed, just like the cigarettes. And I just completely fucked up. And I've gotten a message that they're on their way. So fucking what was I thinking? Bad. You're a bad influence. Jesus. Jesus, if you're out there, you're a bad influence. We gotta air this shit out now. Well, at least I didn't overdo it because the camera was rolling. Because I mean, I wouldn't do something as stupid as a 16-year-old and try to impress everybody by getting the biggest hit as possible, which would completely fuck me over afterwards. I wouldn't do that. Because I'm Mr. BPD, I'm better than that. Yeah. For anybody that had a bong hit, good job. He doesn't have Coke. Did somebody just say that somebody was going to show up with a Coke shower? That didn't even make... I don't want to be nice. I want to be a dick. Ah, this thing doesn't work. Why don't you work? Why do you suck? Why am I yelling at myself about this sucking? Fuck. Fucking hate that thing. It doesn't do anything. A prop. Now I'm just throwing shit. Okay. So we got to get all hyped up for the big event. You know, that was actually my mission statement. And somebody just said something about me being a jerk is why they watch. And when I first started doing Mr. BPD videos, I was wondering if anybody, because I'm not a very likable person. I'm a dick. Like, everybody knows I'm a dick. There's that Dennis Leary asshole song out there that people have dedicated to me. And I do it without even realizing it. Like, I don't try to be an asshole. I really don't. I am what I am. People always... And I wanted to see if I could do a YouTube channel and have people actually follow me and like the channel, even though I'm a complete asshole and I have no good redeeming qualities. Like, could people like somebody with no redeeming qualities if I put out enough videos? That was actually the original plan, was to put out a video a day, because if I put out a video a day, I'd just oversaturate the market. I'd have to get a following just off exposure alone. It's still a experiment in progress or something. So anyway, Mr. Juicy Davis is going to show up here finally. Of course, I'll probably have to let him know that there's a live stream going on. I want to give you full disclosure. I'm not just going to allow him to walk in and then not let him know what's going on in case he's not watching, even though you would think he would be. And if he's not watching, well then, damn it, how can he be my best friend? If my best friend doesn't know I'm doing a live stream and setting them up for me to freak out on them, are they really my friend? That's a good question. I want you all to discuss that and come up with an answer by the time I come back. If he doesn't know I'm doing a live stream, is he really my friend? Talk amongst yourselves. All right, anybody come up with an answer? What? All I read was something about my mind. People are talking shit. It's so rude. You're all rude. Everyone I use rude, I'm going to say, just because the little bit I've read is rude. Now I'm curious as to what you're all saying. I know it's rude, though. Very, very rude. All right. So, dear audience, I've taken a moment to think about the situation and realized that I express things to all of you that's very serious and very true to me about what I'm going through. I've been describing and talking about a week that I just went through that has been a living hell. It's been a nightmare. I hate being alone. I hate not having people around because it makes me feel isolated and I don't feel like anybody cares about me and I feel like I'm just this island by myself. I don't have very many friends, and the people that I do consider friends are the world to me. They're everything to me. And like I said, I don't have very many of them. And for me to go through a week where the number one friend of mine, the one person that every person with BPD has that favorite person, that one person that above all else stands out, that they put up on a pedestal, that they strive to be like. Their whole world revolves around this one person. And all BPDs have it, whether they're willing to admit it or not. And it's very hard for that person to be their friend because there's a lot of pressure that is put on that person. Having a human being just put all of their self worth into you is got to be a very difficult thing. I mean, I don't know what it would be like, but it's got to be difficult. And I try to put things out there in a very joking, comical way because a lot of the stuff I talk to you, all of you about, is for me very difficult, very painful. I do have BPD after all. And it's very real to me what I talk to all of you about. But I do present it in a very comical way. It's kind of a self defense mechanism to a way to vent, to make it less personal. Yet, how much do I share or should I share is still a question. And when I came back this last time after smoking, and you guys were supposed to be talking about one thing, when I came back, you were talking about something completely different. And a lot of what I saw seemed very rude to me. And so I'm starting to wonder if I should even continue this live stream with the confrontation and everything, or if just because of the rudeness, I should just end it right now. Because it seems like some people are being a little inconsiderate to the fact that this is actual real stuff from my point of view and from my end of it, even if I do put it in a joking manner.